Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Isaac Inspires. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever wondered how musicians go from getting chords or notes or fills from their head straight to their instrument, like mid playing? Like mid playing, they're like doo 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 doo, and they're like doo 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 doo. If you've ever wondered how musicians do that, or how to get information from your head, from your ear when you hear things to your instrument, stay tuned. All right, I got 3 tips for you guys. This applies to all instruments. I'm going to talk about it on bass today. But the tips that I'm talking about, you can apply through everything. So it doesn't matter if you're a guitar player, bass player, keyboard player, sax player, whatever. Stay tuned. I'm going to get into these for you. All right, let's do it. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. So, first thing I want you guys to do is subscribe and turn on notifications. Okay. I'm only saying this because this video that we're about to go through is going to go through these 3 tips, but I'm going to do an in-depth video on every last one of these topics. All right. So I want you guys to stay tuned. That way, when it drops, you guys can, get quick access to it. All right. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification icon, and you guys will get alerted when I get those videos up. Also, I have another huge announcement coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well. You guys are going to love this. I promise you guys are going to love this. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so 3 tips. If you want to get information from like hearing or from your head or from whatever it is, there are 3 things that you need to do. I'm going to give you a bonus tip here at the end. Okay, the first thing you need to do is you need to master your scales. Okay, master your scales. Now, there are a ton of scales, all right, that exist, but I'm going to mention 4 that I think are very important. All right, that is your major scale, okay, your minor scale, okay, your pentatonic scale, all right, and your blues scale, okay. Those are the 4 scales that if you want to know how to start out hearing this stuff, I would go with those 4. Those 4 touch almost every genre that exists. All right. Now, of course, we got the modes, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, and all that type of stuff. That's important to know as well. But if you're starting out or you just kind of want to figure out, okay, how do I get into this quickly? Those are the 4 scales to get into. All right. In this video, I won't break down all the scales, but you can see pretty quickly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay, 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. That's the minor scale. Pentatonic is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. And then blue scale is 1, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, or flat 5, 5, flat 7, 1. Okay. All right. That's jazz stuff, gospel stuff. You hear a lot of these movies. All right, that's all blues scale stuff. So those 4 are very important to know. Okay, so I'll start with those 4, master those 4. Okay, every key. And now again, this applies for keys too. All right, so make sure you learn this stuff on keyboard as well. Now, when you do, what you'll start to realize is that you can hear when certain notes are in a scale or not. So if I know what the major scale sounds like, and I hear this note, I know that's not in the major scale, right? But I want not there, right? So I know immediately, okay, that's not a major scale, right? So what happens is now I can start to think, okay, well, what has a flat 3 in it? The minor scale does, or the blue scale does. All right. So learning your scales helps you to be able to quickly identify, okay, where do I want to go? What I'm hearing, is it major sounding? Is it minor sounding? Is it bluesy sounding? Is it pentatonic sounding? So learning your scales is the first thing. Again, I'm going to make a whole other video where I go in depth about this stuff. So if it's still not making sense, stay tuned for that. The second thing, the second key is to learn your fretboard. Okay, your fretboard is so important. Learning your key bed for a keyboard player or whatever your instrument is, sax. Learning it is so important because you need to be able to quickly identify, okay, where are my options? Okay, so for example, I tune down to A. This is a 5-string bass. I tune down to A. So for most of you that have a 5-string, C is going to be here. But for me, C is here. So I'm just going to do it based off of where my C is. All right. So if I know this is C and I want to quickly identify where all the other C's are on my bass, let's say I want to do something like a blues run down, but I don't want to do it down here. I want it to sound higher, right? Then I need to quickly know, okay, I have a C right here. So I can come back. All right. The only way to do that is for me to actually know my fretboard. All right. So there's a few ways to do this. I can use my scales. If I have C here, then I know I have C here. I can go backwards. I know I have C here. I can go up. So I can start from my 5, 6, 7, 1. Here's a C here. Here's a C here. I know if this is on the double dots here, then it also means it's an open string as well. So I have a C here. All right. So again, I'm going kind of quick on this, but I'm going to break this down in other videos. All right. Actually, I have a mastering fretboard video here too, if you want to check that out. But I'm going to make a more in-depth one here in a second. So fretboard knowledge is also very vital. Okay. Knowing your scales, knowing your fretboard. This is why I say play your scales and all your keys. Okay. Play them different ways. All right, so like most of us are used to playing the major scale like this. Find different ways that are not conventional. All right, and that's gonna help you to master your fretboard quickly as well. Okay, the third thing, and to me the most important thing of all, is ear training. Okay, ear training. That's your ability to hear intervals or scales or notes quickly. Okay, so if you weren't born with perfect pitch, I don't have perfect pitch. I wish I did. I have relative pitch, right? Which is what we can all learn, which is the ability to, when given one note, like C, if I were to randomly play this note, you could use C to determine that the note I just played is A or the 6, right? Or if I played C and then I gave you this note to be able to go, okay, so that's C, that's the 1, that's the 5, that's G, right? So it's your ability to hear intervals that is very, very crucial in playing what you hear, because what you hear is not always going to start from your 1 or your tonic or your C. It's going to start from different places, right? If I hear right, I know that starts on the 7. Right? So it's the ability to know that boo is a 7 because I know where boo, which is my 1 is, right? So I can do the math and figure out where I'm supposed to start. All right. So all of us who do this stuff naturally is because we went through this process of training our ear, went through the process of learning scales, and went through the process of learning our fretboard so that we can know, okay, where do I want to be? What scale? What does it sound like? And what note do I start on? Okay. So I have a couple resources that I think would be useful. I'm going to put them in the description for you for the ear training portion. Okay. There's a website and then there's an app. I'm not sponsored by these people, although if you're listening, that'd be great. But I'm not sponsored by them. All right, I'm just want to use this to help you guys. So I'm going to link them in the description. So go ahead and check out those links. But what I want to do now is just kind of give you an example of what this all sounds like when it comes together. So I'm going to be here. Let's say we're playing, okay, that's the groove. Now let's say as we're playing that, I'm like, okay, I'm hearing doom, 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 goo goo doom, doom, goo goo doom, goo goo doom, doom, goo goo All right, so this is all stuff that I'm not pre-planning this. This is all off the top of my head, and I can do this because number one, I know my skills. Number two, I know my fretboard. I didn't really maneuver a whole lot in this one. Okay, so I know my fretboard. I know where I want to go. And number three, because I know when I hear something in my head, I can do the quick math to say, okay, this is starting on the 3 or this is starting on the 2. And based on where I'm already at in my progression, I can figure out where to go next. Okay. The last tip that I have for you guys, bonus tip. Okay. What's up, guys? Okay, so I didn't realize the video stopped. All right, so I have 2 more things for you guys. Bonus. Number one, listen to a lot of different music. Okay, things that you're not normally used to listening to, so you can build a vocabulary of things that you can use. All right. The second is don't listen to just your instrument. Okay, I'm gonna elaborate on all this stuff in the description or in the comments actually. So make sure you guys check out what I mean, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.